Sashalela. Sashalela. Yes, 20. Gotta watch the rise. Bella so. Tina's push logishi.
My career highlights: 2005 dropped my first full-length album as a member of Just That. 2007 dropped another full-length album. It was called Not That Again. The first one was called How's That. Those albums were incredibly successful in the communities, in the local community of South Africa, even though they were not incredibly successful on radio and TV. 2008, Jamily versus I won. I was a South African champion for 2008. Halls Beatbox Choir, won in KZN, third in South Africa. 2008 late 2009, Channel OMC Africa, #1 MC in South Africa, third best MC in Africa. 2010, performed at the opening of the Soccer World Cup. Did drop my first music video, One Foot in the Game. Then later on went on to drop Shelela. It was at a time when HD music videos were hard to come by in SA, so it was quite pioneering, what I've been told. My album flopped, second one flopped, third one flopped, in the sense that they were never ever actually released. 2012, 11 and 12, I'm working for Channel O, presenter of Head Rush Hip Hop Show. 2013-14, I'm working for SABC 1, Soweto TV, Twana TV, Bay TV, Cape TV, and 1KZN as a TV presenter. Started my own record label. Dropped my EP, Peripheral Vision, which received over about 20,000 downloads to date. Dropped my single, Siyadlala, biggest single of mine ever. Signed some incredibly, well, not really signed, but like was fortunate enough to have some incredibly talented artists coming under my stable page, MT, Seti, and Bukanya Wezin. 2014, biggest career highlight ever, released finally my first full-length solo project. It's called Smithsonian One from the Tunnel Vision series. The reason this is the biggest achievement I've ever had is because it's all self-funded, mixed, mastered, engineered by me, recorded at my own studio, under my own label. I pushed it with my own hands. Every single person who's got a copy, I have spoken to them. So, and that's the same thing we're taking through to or Page or MT or Mercedes going forward. That's my career in a big nutshell. The seeker is I want to shy away from the word person, because for me the seeker is a multitude of people that surprisingly exist in one body. I'll say entity without trying to be too deep. The seeker is just an entity trying to find its feet in a myriad of creative facets. The seeker is a person who's seeking not only the truth of his surroundings, but also the truth of his world, the truth of himself, his internal truth, and seeking to expose that truth to people on the outside. The seeker is this entity that's trying to make a living not just for himself, but for everyone else who expects it to. You know, for everyone whose mouth is dependent on my hand, for everyone whose mouth is dependent on the seeker's hand, for everyone who's had a dream and never been able to realize it, because suddenly you realize it's free to sleep, but dreaming costs money. And the seeker is someone who's seeking enlightenment in two forms. No Illuminati BS. Enlightenment in the sense that enlightenment of their own mind, them realizing their full potential and actually seeing it happen, visualizing their future and watching it happen before they get to it, but also enlightenment of the people around, to see the potential of this seeker, to see, you know, his finest interests, to see what he's aiming to achieve in the future and see him go there and be enlightened enough to either hang on for the ride or for the sake. My name is Maraza and I'm the seeker.